Welcome to my She-Hulk review, Season 1, Episode 3. Emil Blonsky was like the only highlight of this episode. He had the tour of where he was doing all the way. He tried to, was basically forced by one to do the underground fight thing with one that we saw in Shang-Chi, and then he was able to come back to his own free will. One explained that the thing with the fact that he wished to go back in time and change the, not go back in time, but erase people's memories, just like the Spider-Man Way Home callback, and it still feels like the thing with Shang-Chi and this still feels like the timeline is still confusing, because remember I said in the previous review about Bruce having the arm inhibitor and the fact that he was the Hawk and then he was Shang-Chi, but then he was the other. Like kind of confusing. And in this show, this episode 1 was so banana, and him arriving late was not only predictable but kind of feels not useless, but it saved velocity from being help him be free, but still it's just nothing special about Ron in this episode compared to how we always saw him. In this episode, Jen seemed arrogant, which is the same because she seemed really like the one in the first episode, like how I just mentioned the first time I viewed this, because I actually really wanted to like Jen, but then I remember who the show this really is. Jen doesn't know what to do as a lawyer. She testifies against Dennis, who she's supposed to be her client, so she's basically a lawyer stabbing someone in the back and the front, apparently. And the thing was this, like, what they said this show is doing to the fandom is unreal. Yeah. In this show they have comments where they show the audience exactly what this show is, and people either like it or they don't, and it's so crazy to think about the fact that it feels like you're being forced to watch it. That no one's forcing you to watch She-Hulk, and the fact that you're not forced to, so just stop complaining, make your own choices and decisions, and make your own opinions, and keep it respectful to the actors who actually want to make this, for the actors who try to make this entertaining for you. Because the writer's show doesn't. I don't mind having a female-led superhero being the star of her own show. What I do mind is the fact that how much the story is left outside the writing room. Understand that writing a script is easy. However, there's a difference between making a show and making a comic book show, and the fact that this is a comic book show. It's like they literally have, it's like having a pop quiz and having all the answers right in front of them, and they don't even bother to use any of it. In fact, they step on the comic books that She-Hulk is not only based on, but those comic books have actually good stories, according to the She-Hulk fans, the real fans, who really want to have a show. Basically, they wanted to have the comic book pages come to life here, and it's like they don't even have that here. Some people who love this show, they just like feeling entertained and they laugh, and it's weird because I haven't even laughed once in this show. Megan Thee Stallion was there, and just there, doing being part of the plot point. Apparently, that's what they assumed this show calls it. However, there's really nothing plot based on this episode at all. The end credit scene has Jen having fun by being unprofessional in front of her boss, dancing, and it's supposed to be for fun and not to be taken seriously. I understand that. However, the fact that Jen is just got her job immediately and she's doing this in a workplace, and the thing that's why Megan Thee Stallion there Jennifer is a attorney for superhuman characters, and Megan is a regular human being, unless that person is the elf. I don't know why she's there. It's really interesting when you think about this, when you have common sense, right? The fandom just called out for either liking the show or disliking it, and it's always the fact that they can't meet in the middle in some ways. Apparently the writers of the show doesn't seem like they care, so why should I? I'm not gonna review I'm done reviewing this show unless someone in the comment section or tweets me on Twitter or asking me to review it, and they have to give me like a good reason for it. So hit me up in the comments or in Twitter, and I'll review it for you. Otherwise, this is where I say goodbye for this show, and I'll see all of you soon for the next Marvel project. So, alright, have a good day, peace out, and take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.